Yeah.
As ready as I can be.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. I am the most coherent I've been since last Wednesday, so I'm doing pretty good.
Coherent is good.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Oh, atmospheric. I love it.
Oh, must have made it too quiet.
All right. Hi, Tony. Welcome to the stream. You're literally the first. Welcome.
Ah,
Um,
that be one of my friends.
Tony, you be one of Seb's friends, and welcome to the stream. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Telia Misfits, a group of, well, as the name implies, misfits. And by the way, Spyro Proxy is one of my other players, and he feels betrayed right now.
Oh no.
Yes,
Oh, he should.
Yes. Hey, Shops. Hey, Kara. Welcome to Talia Misfits. This is a new D&D campaign set in a homebrew world of Talia, the same one as the other campaign, but in a different location, just so the people don't interact too much. Don't want any of that happening. Shut up, Spyro. That's a lie. Anyway, I'm here with my good friends, Sevian.
Yo.
And now that we're on stream, ow, that hurt my ears. But thanks for the hosts. Thanks for the host.
Sarcastrophe.
Sarcastrophe. Yes, sarcastrophe.
Almost.
I am not getting better than that. It's not getting better than that. So don't even try.
Sarcastrophe.
Yes. Aniki, thanks for the follow. Now, there's also Ocean X.
That's me. Hello.
And the wonderful Raining Blades.
Heyo.
All right. Also, Kara, thank you for the host. I did not expect so many people right off the bat, but awesome. And as you can see,
we're cementing ourselves as the superior Telia party.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on that because I still the other party are my best friends, so probably not best not to comment on that. You do have amazing drawing skills, as you can see on screen. Didn't even start the session, and you're already drawing on the map.
I did not draw this.
Yes. Two of the tokens were drawn by their own players.
Those were drawn by their players. This is some artist's OC because finding good Oni girl art was incredibly difficult.
And quite the Oni girl art that you found. So,
yes.
If everyone is ready, I don't have an intro music. This is not Critical Role. Don't even think about it. But if everyone is ready,
make our own intro music.
No, stop it. All right, so. All right, Kara, thank you for stopping by, and thank you for the host. Right.
Let's try to get you to 50 followers today.
Well, I am currently 8 followers away, so nice. All right, so we open up in the mainland of Telia. In one of the two big cities of this new world, in the kingdom of Winborn, where many of the people coming from the other continent, the ancient continent of Kalios, have made their homes. This is the southern part of the known Telia continent. And you are in the city of Westreach, the westernmost location in the known part of the world. Osho, stop typing. It's so
Apologies.
loudly. No problem. Right. In this city, all four of you you've visited, and you've been staying during your prolonged visit, and each of you had a different reason for staying here. Some of you looking for coins, others looking for possibly something else. Either way, a few months have gone by, and you've done an odd job here and there. Some of you have met each other, have known each other as acquaintances. And as for the Oni, there have been a lot of eyes on you, but you've cemented yourselves as possibly not a threat as people expected, because in the middle of a town of humans and a little bit of a few halflings, you definitely stand out, especially the 6'2" tall red-skinned woman. And is it 7 foot tall, Oni?
I think it might be 8 foot.
It's more like,
Can't
yeah,
remember
more
what
like, I think you stand out. So,
Don't mistake him for a 7-foot manlet. Gosh.
all right. So, you've been doing odd jobs. You've been doing nothing for great pay, and most of the pay you've been getting has been used for repairing equipment and for paying the inns, paying for food. But your faces have started to get somewhat have made somewhat of an impression upon the people. However, one night, all four of you have been met and accosted by deputies of this wonderful city. Obviously, having an encounter with the law is never a wonderful thing, but they did not seem to be violent. And as each of you is approached by 3 armed guards, you are asked to be escorted towards the guardhouse. You are taken there. There are promises of no harm and no crime having been committed, only that you are to talk with a certain individual. As you enter, the first one to reach the guardhouse is Callahan. Callahan, you are taken through the main entrance towards a small room with 4 chairs on one side, a small window, and another chair against the opposite wall. The room is currently empty, and the guard does tell you that you are to wait here until more people arrive. As you go to sit down or whatever you wish to do while you wait, how about you describe yourself to us? What would people see when they encounter you?
Alright, so at the moment, going to wear the full set of armor. So it's scale mail, quite dark colors to it. Along the chest piece is the holy symbol of Mal. Hair is kind of like short around the sides, long sort of mullet going on, pushback. of like hardened skin from like years of getting punched in the face. He's got quite a big build to him. Very much so that was more trained through workouts than having a particularly hard life of labor. He's kind of like looking around, and he's very, very passive aggressive to the authorities around him.
All right, all right. You are left in the room once you arrive. The door, you did hear though that once the door was closed, you did hear that click that it was locked. Now, you wait for approximately 10 minutes. You do look outside the window. The sun is clearly starting to set, and the next person that arrives would be Emery's. You are escorted by two much taller individuals, two normal human guards, but considering your size, they do tower over you a little bit. And Emery's, as you are escorted through the main passage in the office towards this room, the door opens and you see Callahan, as was described, and the guard just nudges you with the butt of the spear inside. Wait inside.
Foolish that you think you can contain me, but very well.
And the door is slammed shut right in front of your face. Emery's.
Hey, Ed, you okay?
I see they've been gathering individuals of certain power, seeing that someone of skill as such yours as Callahan is here. But I suppose that means whatever they have in store for us must be quite impressive indeed.
Would have to be, I guess. Yeah.
Callahan knows Emrys,
Mhm.
but seeing Emrys, he will see a relatively short individual, standing only around 5 foot, a bit taller than that, with quite a medium brown, sort of chocolatey coloured skin, quite big and quite bright purple eyes, and a strange scarlet gem on their forehead, alongside strange markings around the cheeks and around the gem. Their hair is a kind of faded purplish colour, which is only around shoulder length, and comes off in bangs to the side, which are tied off towards the ends. They're wearing a sort of underneath mainly just regular white trousers, white shirt, but they're wearing a big kind of purple gold embroidered cape over the top of it, and have baggy white sleeves and tall thigh-high purple thigh-high boots, which make them look quite unusual, especially with their very slender frame.
Mhm. All right. As you are waiting, about a couple of minutes pass, and the door opens. You just see a guard go, "Oi, any of you want water?"
I'm quite alright, thank you.
I'm
Right,
fine. Thank
right,
you, though.
right. And you just close the door, and again you hear the click.
These fools don't even know that I can go for days without consuming anything.
That certainly is the case. However, how about we don't push yourself to that far? They don't need to know the full extent of your power.
I suppose that's true. I shouldn't reveal all my cards too early.
Yeah, absolutely. And can I see if Emrys has been like roughed up at all, or would that be clear that they wouldn't have been?
Emrys, did you resist at all?
Emrys would not have resisted, no.
No. So Emrys, they are fine.
Okay, I'm still kind of on alert, but I'm a little bit more relaxed.
All right. About, again, 10-15 minutes pass, and the sun is starting to fade on the horizon. And another individual is escorted into the guardhouse. This individual is much taller than the rest, clearly standing out, as Damir. You are brought to this door, which is clearly lower than you, but more or less reaches your mouth. And the guards are standing about 5 feet behind you, spears at the ready, not really pointed at you, but cautious. As go on then.
Oh, no, not the need to worry. No issues here whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and step in,
All right,
offering no resistance.
right. And once the door opens, what do people see?
So they're going to see an extremely tall and very bulky red-skinned Oni standing about 8 foot and 2 inches, so definitely having to duck under the door. He is unlike what you might expect from most of this exotic race. He's actually wearing these long blue, dark blue silky robes throughout that cover most of his entire body. He also has up on his face, which you can see clearly on the screen, he has these some glasses, very small, nothing that goes around the edges to go around his ears, but just kind of like some small bicycles to cover around, that fit right around his nose bridge. And one of his horns is actually broken off. Only one of them is complete in one place. He also has 2 fangs that protrude upwards from the bottom of his mouth. And then in his hand, he is carrying a rather old-looking, large leather tome that seems to be very neat. It seems that there's not anything like jutting out of it or whatnot. It seems to be very well placed and everything in order. And then in the other hand, he's carrying this large, basically a large staff of sorts.
Mm-hmm. You will also notice none of your weapons have been taken away from you. You are just escorted to this place, and as you enter, Damir, Calhan, you know this race. You know this race very well. However, Emeris, the likelihood of you ever meeting an Oni, not really high.
This one must be demon touched. How intriguing. I must speak with them.
You far ahead, man. And I look at Demir and speaking in Oni-ish. I'm like, you cool, bro?
Why, absolutely. I have no idea why I'm here, but I was assured by the authorities that nothing would be off the mark, that everything would be just going just fine. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
Incredible.
I'll come in, look towards Emrys, just go like, it's cool.
Incredible. I did not know you could speak demonic, Callahan. You must teach me someday.
Yep, that's what I did. Demonic. I look at Demir. Just kind of give him the eyes.
It's not demonic. It is Oni, is the tongue of my native people, as barbaric as they tend to be.
Very well spoken for a rather aggressive-looking race, if I may say, but it is very intriguing to meet you. You may call me Emrys, the master warlock and controller of psionic powers.
Psionic powers? I've not heard of such things. Perhaps I would have to pick your brain sometime. As you see, I'm actually much of a magic wielder myself, although I am much more the studious type.
Oh, my brain would be a very dangerous one to pick, for there are strange, untold energies coming from realms beyond the stars which channel through my body.
Just makes it all the more interesting.
Indeed.
All right. Now, not 3 minutes pass after this conversation, and the final member of this ragtag group is escorted into the guardhouse. However, this time the guards are. One of them is sticking rather close, chatting up as much as he can, talking about his prowesses and how he arrested this ruffian not too long ago, and while the other two are behind the rather tall Oni woman. Rather tall woman who is an Oni, um, and this love-struck fool. As you are escorted towards the same room, and the door opens, and you just hear the guy go, "If you need anything, I can get it for you." Eh?
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, right, yeah, of course, of course. Make yourself comfortable. And looks at the other three in the room. And he closes the door. And Kaiho, what they see?
All right. They see a tall woman, although not nearly as tall as the other Oni who's other in the room, closer to about 6 foot. About wearing a rather plain dark traveling kimono that is loosely worn, that is showing off a little bit of the upper half of her body. And at her side is a exotic-looking sword.
You do
How
see
intriguing.
these three.
How intriguing. I had not suspected that Oni would have females. I'd thought that they might reproduce asexually. I suppose I was wrong.
Beg your pardon.
Oh,
We
my
are much
apologies.
like any other race, if I will have you know.
Well, you see, you do appear rather unusual. I have not seen your kind around.
Oh, well, that's much to be expected here on the mainland, but... salutations, my fellow Oni. How do you do?
I fare well. How about thou?
Just fine, thank you very much.
All right. She's
That's
going
very-
to find a suitably empty section of wall and lean against it.
So do either you two know why animals were brought in here? Me and them were minding our own business, keeping to ourselves, then all of a sudden, bam.
No, but they weren't hostile enough for me to object.
I
Yet.
suppose they must know we're all individuals of extreme powers. I have no doubt that they brought us here to interrogate us, or perhaps to try to discern what we're doing in their town. It could be dangerous for ones who are so exotic and wield such fathomless powers to roam freely.
Well,
Although,
I,
of
for one,
course-
have not caused any issues since I arrived, so I would hope that they wouldn't be quite worried, although I can definitely see why they might.
Yes, myself as well. Emrys gives a very big, obvious wink.
Yeah. With your passive perceptions, you all spot it.
Eyes.
Dope.
All right. Now, as you are having this pleasant conversation, the door opens for the 5th time. And this time you see a tall human individual standing about the same size as Kyoho.
Hmm.
He has a medium-sized bushy beard, seems to be done in a braid right at the center. Bald-headed, but he is wearing this embellished-looking half-plate armor. As that actually, it doesn't seem to fit the fact that he is a heavily scarred. He has a heavily scarred face, and the armor seems much too embellished for a clearly someone that has been in quite a few struggles. But he opens the door, and you do see 2 guards standing outside, and he looks around at the room. All right, lads, take your seats. And he starts walking over towards the single chair on the other side.
Oh, wait.
Do all of you sit
Immediately
down, or
take
you
my
just all right?
I immediately sit down, no questions asked. Although the chair is probably a little bit small for me.
I think Discord was lagging a bit there for me. Sorry.
Do you want me to repeat?
Were you just asking us to sit down? Or was it
Yeah,
something else?
he's just saying for you to sit
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
All right.
Emery sits down.
Okay.
Does the chair look like it would be comfortable to sit in?
Not for Damir. The rest of
But
you,
anyways,
it's a normal chair.
All right.
Emery sits down very confidently, legs crossed.
All right.
Big grin on their face.
I flip the chair over. Yeah, I used to where like you'd be sitting it with like the back facing towards the
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So, like lying, 2 hands up, sit next to Emrys though.
All right. All right.
But I'm just eyeballing this guy. Would I recognize the armor? Does he look like the chief of the guards or the guard captain?
You've been here long enough that you know this is a sheriff. Basically the leader of the law in here. That isn't the law the law of Maul, just the civil law.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does have quite the authority. Commands the military might of West Reach. So anyway, you see him pull the chair closer to you guys, and then he sits down. You hear the chair creak a little bit, as it did with Damir when his big ass sat on it. And he looks up. All right, so thick Damir, yeah. All right, so
say.
I have a wee bit of a problem, and I need someone to fix it for me. I've heard about you, each of you independently, doing odd jobs here and there, doing some good, doing some questionable business sometimes. And he looks over you, not at anyone in particular, but most of all, you've been keeping your heads afloat in town. And I would probably get someone of a better repute, but I can't really say I have the time, so this is what's going to happen. I have a little bit of a task for you. You're going to do it, and you're going to do it good. If you finish it, you do a good job. There's going to be some coin for you. If you don't do it, well, your heads better be on a pike before I find you. Are we following so far?
You've come to the right individual if you'd like a job done. I find myself expertly skilled. I'm sure I could produce satisfactory results with whatever it is you require.
You're a bit of a talker, aren't you?
I can do much more than just talk, I assure you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And he looks at Callahan.
I'm just looking him back. You know, I'm just. I haven't like looked away from his face, even as he's talking. I'm just kind of like narrow eyes, kind of like looking at him, trying to like gauge him up and see where this is going.
All right.
Do not be too intimidated by my friend Callaghan. Although he appears quite intimidating, he has more than enough strength of his own.
To be honest with you, those two sitting over there, and he points his chin toward the Oni, far more intimidating to the likes of us than this wee man. Now,
I would not be so sure. Callaghan controls powers over death. Is that not right, Callaghan?
I kind of like look at him, look back at the guard, look at him, look back at the guy, like, yeah, I mean, I'm a priest. So, if you need any funerals to be had, you know, I'm your guy. But, Yeah, I kind of like elbow Amherst is like, shut up! Don't tell people that. Catch you with them our entire hand.
Yeah.
You just see him shrug and go, "As for you, the two Oni, don't usually work with Oni, don't usually see them anyway, but you're intimidating enough, and I've heard about how you took down that manticore not too long ago, lass." And he's looking at Kyoho. That's fine work.
She'll nod with a smile.
All right.
Oh, incredible.
Now, here's for the job I have for you. Have you ever heard of the Rotten Kings?
I cannot say I have.
Callahan, because of your background, you don't even need to roll, because you have connections. You have your ear to the underground of this place the moment you stepped in, and you do know the Rotten Kings is one of the main gangs in this place, and they've been dealing quite a fair bit with drugs. Nasty people, very nasty people.
Okay. I kind of like look at him and I'm like, what exactly are you asking us to do here?
The Rotten Kings have come out with this wonderful new drug. Nasty business it is, but apparently the rich lads in this town like it quite a fair bit. It's been a problem, you could say. And they're good at hiding their arses and selling in the shadow places. We've been taking care of it best we can. But the problem is that recently, once we've encountered one of their bases, they kind of gave us a wee bit of a threat. Seems like those fuckers, they have this drug in high concentrated doses, turning it into a poison. They're threatening to dump that poison, excuse me, into the town cistern. Now, wouldn't be much of a problem. Me and the lads can take care of whatever wee gang shows up, but unfortunately, they've been on the lookout, and while we do know where the cistern is, we receive the threat that if any of the guards or any of the Pathfinder Guild is seen around it, they're gonna dump it straight into the water. That's a wee bit of a problem, isn't it? People like to drink their water. People like to have their water clean. So,
And
yeah,
what's the name of this drug?
the black filth, they call it. Don't understand it, but it seems to, from what I've gathered, well, from what I've seen, lads that take it go into this weird hoppy state for a few days, even in small quantities. They don't really recover from what I've gathered, but they sure like to spend more money on more of that shite. So, here's what we're gonna do. We know the location of 3 other bases right now. Me and the lads are gonna storm those other bases. With luck, we'll find Sketch, the leader of the Rotten Kings. But in the meantime, I'm gonna need you lads to go down to the cistern and prevent it from being contaminated. Take care of any Rotten Kings down there, and, well, if you do happen to find Sketch, there is a bounty on his head. So, even bigger coin for you at the end. Doesn't sound like a bad business, does it?
Sounds like a noble cause.
We
All right.
certainly cannot have such a dark ambrosia coming into the hands of the catastrophic.
Mm.
Yeah, what Adam said, yeah.
Certainly sounds interesting. Indeed.
Good lads, good lads. So, here's what we're gonna do. One of my boys is gonna escort you to a location near the cistern. You're gonna go. You're gonna sneak in. You're gonna prevent all of that shite from falling into the water. And once you come back, I got this for you. And he picks up a rather sizable pouch from his belt, jingles it a little bit, and then just places it on his knee. Now, if you're agreed, he looks outside through the window at the now darkened sky. Get your asses moving.
Here's
All
just
right, I'll
gonna-
stand up.
Yeah, I just stand right up and start moving.
All right.
It will be done. I assure you we will do excellent work for you.
And he just nods as the door opens, and you do see a guy behind go, Richard, take him. The guy goes, yes, sir. And looks at the two humans and nods, then looks at the Oni. Oh God.
I just smile very widely and big at him. But a friendly smile, but probably doesn't come across that way.
Oh no, it doesn't. You smile at him. You're like, ah. Yeah.
Come, Callahan, we have a foul nest to purify.
Yeah, can't wait. You know? Hear what the guy said? Did anyone catch his name? Doesn't matter. All that I heard was that there are some people whose faces need to be corrected. Hopefully we
Oh,
can send
yes.
one to the good path.
Callahan, you do know his name is Sheriff. Sheriff Carwin.
The best cure
Yeah.
for poison will be more potent poison, for my powers are certainly not to be trifled with.
Honestly, I think you already have this in the bag. So how's about you letting me take care of everything for you?
Oh, well, I cannot simply leave everything to you. I'm sure with our powers combined, there will be no foe we cannot face.
Yep, just you stay close to me. You know, you gotta be my shield to help and all that with our matters.
Oh, yes, of course. Now, which way is the cistern?
The guard leads you outside into the outside of the guardhouse into the city, and you do see it is dark enough to be considered nighttime now. You do see, as you've been used to since you were born, a starless sky, just a black void with the two moons floating across the sky. This is the sky in Telia. The only things in the sky are always birds, clouds, the two moons, or the sun. But fortunately, there's plenty of torches and lanterns around the city that allow you to traverse it without any problem, even for those without dark vision. And you follow this Richard fellow about 20 minutes until you reach a location where he stops and goes, can't really go more than this, so just keep heading that way, down that alley. Turn right, turn left, turn right again, keep going up ahead, and then turn right again, and you'll find a well. If you go down the well, that's where the cistern. It's an entrance to the cistern. It's the best place we could find where they won't really see you. We hope. Yeah. He just turns around and starts walking away.
I'm sure with our powers over the night, it shall be quite simple to slip past any eyes that might be watching us and enter this cistern.
Simple as all hell. And can I look around and see if I notice if anyone else has traveled along this path recently?
All right. We're looking for evidence of people in the area. Roll me. I'm gonna say an investigation roll.
Investigation.
Oh, sure.
Plus-
You're casting detect thoughts.
Oh no, sorry, I don't quite know how Rogue20 works yet, so I don't know how to like.
Oh, okay. If you click on,
It's okay. I'm
if-
still getting used to these new sheets too.
yeah, it's fine. It's fine. If you click on the spell, it basically pops up on the chat the description of the spell, so everyone can read it. Usually, do it when you cast a spell.
Okay, can I get the description to pop up just on the sheet?
If you click the eye symbol.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't sure which. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
it's weird. It's a little inconsistent. Like on the features and traits, you click on the thing itself to open and close it,
mhm.
but on spells, you click on the thing itself to cast it.
Yeah,
So
roll
you sort of have
20. Roll 20 kind of
Yeah.
sucks. But it's, it's free, and for free it's actually decent. So either way,
Free is always good.
yeah, it's free is always good. Either way, Callahan.
I rolled a 7.
Yeah, I know. So you rolled a 7. First of all, you're a human. Dark vision isn't really your thing, and in this area, there's only a lantern up ahead. You're looking around, you just see darkness. Then you spot something that might be a footprint. Then you just see it's a rat that starts running away. It's pretty much it.
I think it's all clear, guys. But you know, keep alert, eyes front. Don't do anything stupid. Don't know either your two names. My name's Callahan.
Yes, I am Emrys.
My name is Demir. Pleasure to make your acquaintances.
Kyoho.
So, pleasure to go on this, witches.
So perhaps we should, before we throw ourselves into this blindly, perhaps we should first check to see if any of us have any useful abilities that might be important to know in such a situation. For example, I control psionic energies from beyond the void. I'm sure that my powers will be extremely useful when it comes to controlling the minds of the weaker willed and prying into secrets.
Oh yes, I am quite well vested in the arcane arts as well. Being a wizard by practitioner, I have a little bit of an access to some simple spells, such as some minor illusions. I can also, with enough time on my hands, I can conduct a various number of rituals that can help us maybe see if there's magic afoot in the cistern and surrounding areas. And of course, if we find any arcane writings or something we don't recognize, I could certainly discover the origins and be able to read those as well.
A wizard. I certainly find myself much more confident in the presence of a master of the arcane.
Certainly not the sort of Oni I'm used to interacting with.
Oh, you could say that again, I'm sure.
Yo, I echo that. Yeah, I quite enjoy beating up people. I mean, not beating up people, but I know to throw a punch. And, here and there, I know a few spells I can use in case you get any hurt.
Callaghan is very good at beating up people, I assure you.
Interesting.
Some might say I'm one of the best.
Well,
Now
I mostly know my way around a fight myself. I'm certain when it comes down to that against these ruffians, I will be quite useful to the group.
Now then, let us examine this entrance to the cistern to see, just in case there might be any obstacles in our way. I'm sure if they have plans to dump this foul sewage into the waters, then in case anyone might try to stop them, then they would have guards, watchers, or traps even that might attempt to stop us, though surely they will fail. Emrys is going to approach. What does the entrance to the cistern look like?
Literally
Kind
a
of.
well.
It's just a well.
It's just
Okay.
a well.
Emrys looks down. Is it pitch black? Is there lights at the bottom?
There are no lights. You do notice very faintly there might be some light down there, but far away. Just far away enough that you just see slightly the shadows just slightly get dimmer. But with your dark vision, you just see nothing. Because you don't have dark vision.
I don't even have dark
You just
vision.
see nothing.
We're doing that well, huh?
The well is going to fit even Damir. It's going to be a slightly tighter fit for Damir, but he can go down there. The two Oni, Damir and Kyoho, you do see that the well is about 60 feet deep.
Is there already a rope here?
There is a rope. It is attached to a pulley. Might hold your weight, might not.
Hmm.
I kind of look down. I kind of like get ready to de-hoist myself down. Whatever opposite direction hoisting
Rappel.
is. Repel.
Rappel,
There.
yeah.
I kind of stop myself, look towards Emrys, and just put a hand top of their head and just cast guidance. Like, do not fall down the well. Don't know how deep this is, but if you do, I'll catch you. And I just kind of start.
I never make
myself.
mistakes.
I say it's about 60 feet deep.
All
I
right.
see.
In that case,
Oh, that.
Callahan, you're going first then, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Callahan, you grab the rope and you start climbing down, and you get about 20 feet down, going well, and then all of you hear as the pulley system starts to crack, and you just feel this tug as you fall like 3 feet, and then you stop, and then you look up and you realize, oh, this is gonna fall. This I am gonna fall.
I grab a hold of the rope from this end.
All right. Damir, roll me a strength roll. Just pure strength.
All right, let me do that real quick. Oh God.
By the way, Blades, you can go to your character sheet and click on the where it says strength in the ability scores, and it'll roll automatically for you.
Like this.
No, it's been a hot minute since I used Roll20.
All right.
Oh no.
So
It took a moment for it to load.
the two Oni jump at the rope,
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that.
grab the rope, and Emrys, you just see this. Two large, strong-looking Oni grab the rope and they're pulled right into the well. Now, Callahan, you start falling, as you just hear the ones above you also start falling. But Callahan, you do have the ability to grab on if you wish to do so and not fall the rest of the way. So I want you to do a strength saving throw.
Uh, okay. Oh no! Oh god!
Yeah, you grab onto a rock, and there's this slight moment, like 2 seconds, where you think I'm safe, and then the rock just detaches from the wall.
Do I have enough time to cast False Life on myself?
Nope.
Nope. Cool.
Nope.
Let's
Nope.
check down.
You
Let's
just,
go.
you
Session
just
one.
fall the rest of the way.
Featherfall.
Session 1, party falls, everyone dies.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
boy.
Yeah. All right. So you start falling, and we're going with Callahan first. You hit water, but the water is not deep enough, and you do still hit the bottom. As you crash, you land on your knee and your elbow, and it hurts like yeah. And you do take great. You take 6 points of damage from that fall.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
All right.
Party
Meanwhile,
falls, everyone dies.
meanwhile, Vamir and Kyoho, you're also falling. You are also going to have the strength saving throw to catch yourselves. Although Kyoho, I am going to, because you can do dope monk shit, I'm going to allow you to do a dexterity saving throw if you wish, if you prefer.
Okay.
All right. And for the wizard, who clearly must have. Okay.
Next level,
Oh,
I
there
can
you
do
go.
even doper monk shit because I
Yes.
get slow fall.
Yes, you do. You do. So
But I don't
this
have that
fall,
quite yet.
this fall wouldn't have been a problem for you. Now, Emrys, you just see darkness and you just heard everyone fall, and but then you do hear a thud and a splash, but you don't hear a second and a third thud and a splash because Kyoho, you manage to put your feet against the wall and then your back against the opposite wall and stop your fall. While Damir, you grab onto one of the ledges and your thick Oni arms just hold on in one hand, like the biggest display of strength that you've ever displayed, just holding yourself up by one hand. You did not fall, and yeah. And Emrys, meanwhile, what are you doing?
So Emery's seeing everyone just suddenly fall down the well. Emery's like kind of just steps up to the well, looks down, points a finger down the well, mutters some kind of arcane, unintelligible words, and can I because I do not have dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to rack your brains here. So if I'm going to cast message, it has a range of 120 feet, so I'm in range.
Mm-hmm.
It does not specify that I have to be able to see a creature.
Yeah,
It
you
just
don't
says
need to see the creature. You can
point
just
your
cast.
finger towards a creature within range.
You can with message. I rule that as long as they are within range and you know the creature, you can cast your message.
Okay. So in his mind, Callaghan will hear Emery's voice in a whisper say, "Callaghan, are you all right? You can respond to this."
Yeah. Yeah. Don't take the rope. Don't. Oh. Hmm. And I respond to this message.
Yeah.
I kind of just crawl out of the way.
Emery's with his finger still with their finger still pointed down the well. Another message. Callaghan, how are the other two?
At this
Can I
point,
find
Callahan,
advantage?
you do see there is, as I said, there is some light, and you do see the other two just manage to climb down as they reach the bottom and splash. The water is about to almost their knees. Kyoho and Damir seem fine.
Yeah, they're great. They're great, man. Yeah. Careful. It is slippy. I looked at the other two, being like, I don't suppose anyone grabbed the rope now.
I was a
how-
little bit preoccupied.
How far down is it?
Oh, 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah.
And so when everyone slipped, was that due to the rope itself breaking, or was it just like the mechanism that held?
It was the horrible, horrible rolls of trying to grab the rope to prevent Callahan from falling, and both of them just being pulled in.
Okay. So is there any like rope left attached to the top, or is it just all
Nope.
kind of fell down?
The
Okay.
rope is right by Callahan's feet now.
Okay. Emrys reaches into their pack and produces the 50 foot of hempen rope. And it looks around for anything to tie it to around the well.
There's a post that you manage to find. The rope won't reach the whole 60 feet, but it will get you halfway.
Well, it's 50 foot, and the hole is 60 foot.
Yes, but you still have to tie it to somewhere.
Oh, yeah. All right. So yeah, Emrys ties the rope, throws it down, and begins very carefully rappelling down.
Roll me an athletics roll. Meanwhile, Damir, Kyoho, what are you doing?
Oh, you also...
Is there anywhere nearby that is less in water than where we are currently standing?
There is a set of stairs up ahead.
All right, I'm going to try and move up that way.
I'm waiting around to try and catch if needed. And
I
break
could
a fall.
try to move up that way stealthily if need be.
All right. I'm actually gonna move you to the map. Give me a second.
For Emrys, right before going down, I cast guidance, so you can add a D4.
Yeah, but guidance is only 6 seconds.
It lasts up to 1 minute, does it not?
Or 1 minute, yes. I'm gonna say between them getting the rope and whatnot,
Did
it's more than 1 minute.
No, that's okay, yeah.
All right. Just there we go. So, you start both Damir and Kyoho. You start heading towards the stairs, and as you start heading towards the stairs,
I was sitting back and seeing
Okay.
if I could catch if needed.
Okay.
I just now saw those athletics rolls.
All right.
I was trying to get out of the water.
Okay, Kyoho, you start heading towards the stairs, and you just start splashing out of the water, and then you just hear. Damir and Callahan, I'm going to give you either both of you roll strength, or one of you roll strength with advantage to catch Emrys and prevent too much falling damage.
Want to both roll once each?
Damir?
Sorry, yeah, we can each roll once.
Alright,
Okay.
That works for me.
it's a competition, who can catch me?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh dear. That isn't a competition I'm going to win.
The rolls today.
Everyone's rolling so badly.
All right.
5, 7, 8.
So, Callahan, you hear where the sound is, and you turn around, and Emrys falls immediately behind you, where Damir is. And Damir, just extend your arms, and they fall on you, and both of you are going to take. Not bad. Both of you take 3 points of falling damage.
Mm-hmm. You would all hear just. Ah!
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's no problem. Unfortunately, my rope was not long enough, so I had to leap the rest of the way. But I trusted that my faithful companions would be able to assist me, so thank you.
They say while still in
Problem.
Damir's arms.
After a
See you
moment,
got a lad at your
Emrys kind of
feet.
hops down out of Demir's arms.
All right. Meanwhile, Kyoho, you're
Yep.
heading up the stairs, and as you get down, you do see there is a small, tiny passage here.
Here?
Yes, here. You see that small passage does not seem to fit, especially the Oni. It might fit a halfling, maybe some creature of smaller stature, but does not seem to fit someone of your size. On the other hand, you do see from there that there is lots of water in this direction,
Yep.
and you'd have to approach more to see more. You do see there's light. There's some torches in,
And I do have dark vision, so.
and you also have dark vision as well. But from there, that is all that you see.
Yeah. Mhm. Can I step closer to try to get a better look through this hole,
Sure.
even if I can't move through it?
Yeah. I'm going to reveal as far as you can see. Then it starts going to the right, and you don't really see. It seems like a long passage.
Seems like it was a tunnel carved by some animal, I'd think, because of just how windy it is.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll make my way a little bit more onto dry land so that people can come up behind me.
Okay. I assume the three of you also move up.
Yeah,
Correct.
Emrys would probably hurry to get out of the gross sewage water.
All right. It's actually clean water because
It's the well that they drink from.
yeah.
Oh right, yeah, I got mixed up. Right.
You're the dirtiest thing in here.
Emrys would probably still hurry to get out of the water.
Yeah. I figured.
And
Demir will hurry to get out so he doesn't pollute the clean water.
Mhm. All right.
After doing so, Emrys, sorry, the red gem on their forehead begins to glow as they cast light.
Okay.
So they're now shedding 20-foot radius.
Yeah, you have one of
light.
those helmet lights that miners have.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah. All right. So you can move your tokens, by the way. So
it's because I was in drawing mode. Sorry.
Yeah.
How do I get rid of what I just drew?
I'll get it. I'll get rid of it.
You
Don't
can
worry.
use
I did that
the selection
earlier.
tool to select what you drew and delete it. Yeah, and delete it.
It's fine.
Right behind.
So you move out, and Kyoho, you move towards this location, and you do see in front of you there's this ancient old looking archway that leads into a large underground pool of fresh water. You see that there are stone pillars carved into what seems to be figures of the heads of men and women, all along this pool. They seem to be about 30 foot high. They seem to go to the ceiling that is 30 foot high. And you also see there's a long rope that hangs from iron rings hammered into the pillars, and a raft that connects to the rope and the raft seem to connect to the other side of this pool, where you see a stairwell illuminated by a torchlight. And I'm going to illuminate whilst I illuminate the possibilities.
As if you get on the raft and then there's a rope across, and you use that to pull yourself across.
Yep, you can see what it looks like on the map.
Yeah. These are floor-to-ceiling columns.
Yep.
I assume this means that this water is deep enough that we would sink to the bottom, as opposed to just land in a pool.
You are welcome to dive in and try.
I think I'm good.
All right. So all three of you do see this this pool as you get closer.
I will illuminate the way, worry not. Now, this appears to be a pulley system of some sort. Perhaps we should, in an effort to avoid what the unfortunate happenstance that occurred just now, perhaps we could go one at a time this time.
Certainly, although that was not quite the issue earlier.
So does it look like we could like pull ourselves across, but then there's not a way to like send it back per se, right?
Yeah.
Does not seem like it. You can. The four of you would fit in that raft if you were very, very tightly together and nobody does any sudden movements.
We could go in pairs. We could have send two across and have perhaps one person come back, pick up another, go back across, come back, pick up the fourth and final person before carrying onward.
Perhaps that would work.
Yes.
Would also keep our weight down on the raft so that we don't inadvertently sink it due to the either large size of some of us.
Sorry, I keep clicking stuff.
Right. So, what do you wish to do? Who wishes to go? Who is the first pair?
Perhaps we should make sure that we're paired in terms of balancing weight most evenly. So I shall go with Demir, I suppose, and then
Yo-ho, you're with me.
Kyoho and Callaghan,
All right.
just in order to avoid sinking this raft.
All right. So, who goes first? Kyoho and Callahan, or Emrys and Demir?
Callum put his hand up to go first.
And
Very
just kind
polite.
of squeezes against the wall to let Callaghan go by.
Yeah.
Okay.
Demir tries the same to whatever effort he can.
I think I'm our main frontline fighter, so me being in front's not a bad idea.
I probably just
Excuse me.
you know that
Excuse me.
awkward thing where it's like, you have to go like
Sorry
yeah,
about that.
You know, like that when you're
Beg-
trying to
beg
get
your
up to
pardon.
the house. Yeah.
All right. So both of you get on the raft, and I cannot move this little raft, but I can move you. Both of you get on the raft, and you start to pull the rope, and you get to about here. Oh, sorry, here. And that is where you spot something. Both of you. You also hear something. You hear a voice coming from the north going, "What the hell?" And you see on a ledge, up high, several barrels, and you also see a man in tattered clothing with a crossbow in his hand. He was sitting on this ledge, and once you got there, you're like, "What the hell?" And he gets up. "Oh shit!" And he seems to turn towards the barrel and opens the lid, and he seems to be prepared to throw the barrel into the water.
Can I guess Emir is behind Demir, so they probably can't see.
Yeah, both of you can't really get a good sight on it. Callahan and Kyoho, you're the ones that see him better.
How
So
high up is he?
It seems to be about 20 feet, almost 20 feet, the ledge from the water.
Did he throw something into the water? Did you say he threw in a barrel? Did he?
He is opening a barrel and seems to be prepared to throw it into the water.
I hold up both my hands up real quick, and I'm like, "Whoa, hold on there. How about we be reasonable? Chat before you do anything that any of us might regret."
All right, roll me a persuasion.
Okay. Oh dear.
He goes faster for the barrel. Oh shit! He's a cop.
Can I see the area? Can I don't have a great line of sight, but can I at least see, give or take, where he is? Can I see him peek around the corner?
Just roll me a perception, just to see if you can get a good read on it.
Give me a sec.
Yeah, you can see it. More or less. You can see the barrels at least.
Okay. So I can see the barrel and the guy trying to throw it in, or
yeah, you see the guy dragging the barrel.
Okay, so I would like to cast Misty Step, and I would like to teleport right up in front of him, basically right on top of him, between him and the barrel, or as close as basically I can manage.
You actually Misty Step right on top of the barrel, just. And you go, what?
I wouldn't do that.
Stunned for a moment.
And I'm gonna basically try and look as big, as intimidating as possible. Being a tall Oni.
Roll an intimidation, which you're quite good at.
Oh, I don't think I am.
You're an Oni, so you're at least okay.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, he looks at you. What the hell are you? And he tries to struggle to kick you off the barrel. He's really struggling to do his mission. Kyoho, are you doing something?
Trying to figure out if I can do much of anything because he's pretty high up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much maneuverability right now either.
Yeah. He is still struggling to get Dhamir off the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm just plopping down, sitting on top of it, and just staring him down. And
does he have anything that might suggest he's part of the Rotted Kings?
Well, he has a light crossbow on him, and he has I mean, he has that look. You identify someone in the business quite easily, Callahan.
Okay. Can I, in that case, would I be able to cast? Can I point a finger at him and cast Toll the Dead?
You can.
Dope. So that is voila.
He does a wisdom saving throw. The DC is 13. He fails, so you roll d8 necrotic damage.
Okay, cool.
While this is happening, as soon as Demir vanishes in front of Emrys, Emrys would step forward and attempt to see, look around, see whatever's happening. Because obviously there's
perception as well, like Damir rolled. And Callahan, you start casting your spell. You wave your hands, and you hear this bell sound Only you hear it, and the guy hears it, but he seems to clutch his hand as his veins start to pulse in his body. Like, oh, he's still up, but
Spooky.
yeah. Emrys, it's so dark up there. God, I can't see anything. It's really dark. It's really high. It's really awkward. You see Damir kinda on top of a barrel, maybe.
Callaghan, Damir, what is happening? Please explain. I thought I heard another voice.
Let's just an issue with the local riffraff. And can I go ahead and cast try and set him on fire with a firebolt?
You can. You do have this advantage because he is right in front of you.
Oh, because he is melee. Okay.
Yes.
On that has, I just want to swing my staff at him.
Okay. So just roll that attack.
Ooh,
Yeah. So you swing your staff and he like ducks. And you're like, screw this! And he takes out his sword and he goes to swipe at Damir. Actually, at this point, might as well just roll initiative.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah. Do click your token, and then on the sheet, click initiative, because that way it will appear immediately in the initiative order thingy.
All right.
I was about to write Eminem instead of enemy.
Hit the double.
Oh, it's like so. Click the token and then.
And then in the character sheet, click initiative.
Gotcha.
So, the guy's just a little bit out of my range, and I don't have a good ranged weapon yet.
Yeah. That is.
I could throw.
It's just sort of,
I could throw darts at him
You can
at disadvantage because he's too far away for them to be in range.
Hey, disadvantage is still an attack.
Yeah.
All right. So, descending order. Okay, Emrys, you still can't see anything. I'm gonna let you do another perception roll to see if you can get a better view on what's going on.
Will that be my action?
Not in this case.
He's hoping for better. Hey.
Yeah. With all the movement, you start and your eyes start getting used to the dark, and you start seeing the figures.
Okay, so Emrys. Now Emrys just grins like, I understand what's happening. Worry not, for my powers shall aid us in this situation. I call upon the psionic entity that commands the psionic entity from which I draw my power. Move this man to my will, as Emrys is using the telekinetic feature. Can I ping this? There we go. So Emrys is using the... it's a bonus action, actually. So the bonus action to telekinetically shove one creature you can see within 30 feet of you. So the target must succeed on a strength saving throw, which is DC 8 plus my efficiency bonus plus the ability modifier. So that's... would that just be my normal spell save?
It's your normal spell save. Ability score modifier is charisma, so it is your spell save.
So just 13.
It's a strength, right?
Yep.
No. Where are you trying to push him?
He's being pushed 5 feet into the water.
Okay. So he was about to attack Damir. He draws his sword, and suddenly he gets pulled off like someone just shoved him off the ledge, and he falls into it. And
how deep does he go? Does he like submerge completely, or?
Yeah, he submerges completely, and then you just see him pop his head out of the water. Go, no, get me out of here! Get me! And he's just pulled down.
Oh no!
Oh my!
There's something alive down here.
He was pulled down.
Yeah, it was just.
Not very clean water then.
Can I look at the waters around where Emers's light spell's at?
The light spell. Oh, so just around me, you mean?
Yeah, just around Emerus. It's the bottom is you can't really see any bottom, so
Okay.
Hmm.
No one move.
I'd like to. Can I peek around the corner because it looks like there's like a hallway leading up? Can I just kind of like
yes,
peek around
yes.
and see if?
You can see that this is a passage. It goes in two different directions.
I'm gonna stay put for the time being.
Okay, you do see the barrels on that. Well, you can get off them, of course,
Yeah. Okay.
since you do see the 4 barrels. Callahan and Kyoho, what are you doing?
Well, we can either continue the way that we were going, or try to get up there.
Gonna just look at Kyo and just go, look, I'm not afraid of a lot, but I sure as hell don't want to join that guy. I've heard about sleeping with the fishes before, but this is taking the fucking cake.
Indeed, I'm not certain I'd be able to fight something underwater.
I'm sure that compared to my impressive abilities, it would be mere cakewalk. However, there's no need to unnecessarily enter this water if we can avoid it.
Yo, we gotta go back for there is no way that they're gonna be able to survive on their own. Can we just move back, pick them up? We'll figure out what happens with I'm gonna say Stamir, but I know it's wrong.
All right. So you pick up. Thankfully, Emerus is the smallest of the group, so they aren't really that hard to carry. The real problem would have been Damir all along.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you do manage to pull yourselves all the way to the other side.
While we are passing, Emrys is going to. So Emrys looks towards Damir up on the ledge, and the gem on their forehead glows extra bright for a moment as suddenly Damir hears a voice in his head. Damir, I have formed a telepathic link with you so that we may converse even through great distances.
Yeah, well, that is quite impressive. That sounds like it'd be very helpful. Thank you.
So this works. It's only casting within 30 feet, but it works for miles, so I think we'll be all right in here.
Yeah.
Convenient.
It's two-way telepathy. So you can talk to me telepathically without me speaking to you first, like message.
It's lovely.
Yes.
How do I measure things real quick? Is it?
There is the ruler on the left side.
Oh, very nice.
Nope.
Okay,
It's right below the little magnifying glass.
Yeah.
can I cast Shield of Faith on Damir? Just while he's still within the whole 60 feet.
If it's 60 feet, yes.
And will that spell hold up even after I've left 60 feet from him?
Yes. The casting range is for just casting. After that, as long as you maintain concentration, it should be fine.
Even though everything's kind of like wet on my figure from my fall, I take off like a small bit of like a smaller like holy book with an owl and a sword depicted on the front of it, and I open up a page of it and I run my fingers along it, silently muttering one of the verses of it to cast Shield of Faith on Damir for the next 10 minutes.
Damir.
That'll give you +2 for your armor class.
Yes, and Damir, you see this silver owl spectral silver owl appear behind you as it folds its wings around you and then vanishes. But you do feel like there's some kind of protection around you.
Thank you very much. And I'm also, just to pat it on, I'm also going to go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. And then added to
Keep
that...
the bulky wizard alive.
Yeah.
Emrys as well. Once we're on the other side, Emrys kind of extends their arms, their sides, and this kind of pulse of purplish crackling energy kind of crosses over their body as they also cast Mage Armor.
All right. Kyoho, why aren't you casting any spells? Get with the program. Come on.
I only have 2 key points right now.
Yeah. Did you use one of them?
No. Oh, sorry, I have 3 key points.
You have 3 key points. Yeah. I was...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, while they are getting to that ledge, Damir, you do that. You cast a spell. What do you plan to do?
I'm going to just kind of walk forward at this little junction, and or start to walk forward and then peer to like the left, and then further inward.
To the left, you do see a dark chamber full of these purple mushrooms that seem to... there seems to be this purple haze around in the air.
My
Going to keep
guess
that in mind
is
and keep walking.
that's what they're making into drugs.
Yes, I'm gonna relay the information basically of what I'm seeing over to Emery.
Okay.
I'm receiving a message from Demir. We have formed a telepathic link. He tells me that there is a cave full of purple mushrooms. I wonder if that is perhaps where they are making this horrendous drug.
Hmm.
I'm going to keep going forward away from this because that seems to be in the opposite direction from which you are all. So
We should try to meet up as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I cannot tell where exactly you are despite our link, but perhaps we can meet up soon.
All right.
Message me immediately if you run into any trouble.
Absolutely.
All right. So in the meantime, while he is doing that, the 3 of you reach this point and you...
Get off the raft.
You get off the raft and you do enter this chamber where you see there are several old, partially rotting sleeping bags. Seem very well worn. Seems to be the place where this gang, this group of miscreants make their home.
In a low voice, Emery says, "It's unfortunate if any of them were sleeping here. Perhaps we could deal with some of them early, but if none of them are sleeping here, that means that it is likely that some of them are out and about or awake, so we should exercise caution."
Indeed.
Unfortunately, my telepathic link only allows me to speak to one person at a time, though I can send messages to other people for short periods of time.
I think I'm going to scout ahead.
Okay. Go ahead and scout ahead.
I'm gonna keep going up forward towards the to just peer into what this seems to be this next room or so.
Okay. So Kyoho, you start...
Rolled poorly.
Yes, I noticed. You start to move as stealthily as you can, but you do trip on a couple pebbles, and you're like, oh, and your sword nearly falls out of the sheath, and it's kind of embarrassing for a moment. But you move around, and at this point, you actually spot something interesting. As you get to this point, you see Damir here as you are reaching this, and you both see each other.
Hello.
I'll give a wave.
Oh,
I suddenly
would say back.
shut up, thinking that there might be someone else nearby.
okay. So you see each other there. You give a wave, and as the rest of you approach,
Seeing that Kyoho appears to be quite relaxed, Emrys carefully follows.
all right. Are all of you moving
Yeah, I
stealthily?
tell
then?
Emery telepathically that I can now see Kyoho and seem to be seeing each other once more.
Well,
Okay.
I'm taking a
Excellent.
step back.
We have met
I
up
could
with
have, like,
Demir once more.
check out the bedroll.
I think I'll move a little bit more forward.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to peek around the corner looking upward. What's further north?
Cool.
Same.
Before you do that, Kyoho, as Callahan goes to check on the bedrolls, Emerus is heading there. Kyoho, you're approaching Damir, and then your foot steps on a rock and it sinks, and you hear a click, 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 and you see ahead of you this opening on the wall, and crossbow bolts suddenly fire towards you. I want you to roll a dexterity saving throw, Kyoho.
Okay. That's my good one.
It is. It should be.
That makes a difference to the dice.
Typical first session.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Kyoho, you take a whopping 9 points of damage as 2 crossbow bolts just tear into your flesh. They don't actually pierce you, but they cut your sides, and you get pushed back.
All right. I'm gonna try to deflect missile.
Okay, roll that deflect missile. Because I believe it's you use a key point. It's your level plus 1d10, correct?
It's if I reduce the damage to 0, I can then use a key point to make an attack with it.
Yeah, okay.
But I don't need to use a key point just to deflect it.
Try to deflect it then.
Let's see, yeah. 1d10 plus dex mod plus monk level. I don't have it built, so I'm just doing a roll.
All right. Yeah, apparently there's a football game happening, and everyone's very excited in the other houses. So if you hear anything, I think there was a goal, probably.
I don't think I heard anything.
All
If you
right.
hear anything from mine, and it's definitely my cat purring very loudly.
Oh, but that's adorable. Not screaming assholes in the other houses.
My end, I'm just stuffing my face with nuts.
Well, that's also adorable. Anyway, Kyoho, Damir, this is what you see. And Callahan, you can also see it as there's the clicks, there's the firing of the crossbow bolts, and Kyoho suddenly draws her sword, slash, and then the crossbow bolts just fall to the ground, dealing no damage.
My word, that was impressive.
Did we lose somebody?
We lost Damir. Lost RB.
Damir, no!
Yes.
Quick, establish a.
You spare the dying on him, please.
About to have to establish another telepathic link.
You are currently muted, RB. Hi.
Sorry about that. I got kicked out momentarily.
No problem. Yeah, so you just see Kyoho just swing her sword. Ding, ding. Both blades just fall to the floor.
Both crossbow bolts dealt with. Alright.
It was very impressive.
She'll nod and resheath her sword.
Hearing the kind of clinking and movement, Imri's kind of carefully steps forward to look around the corner like, Kyoho, was that a trap?
It was.
You appear unharmed.
I am.
Excellent. As expected of a species as renowned as the Oni. Now then, Damir, you appear to be safe My telepathic link was going to run out in any moment anyway, so this is good.
That is very good.
Meanwhile, Callahan.
Just for reference, my link lasts for a number of minutes equal to my sorcerer level, so 3 minutes.
Oh, well, it was enough time. Yeah, it was basically running out.
Yeah.
Callahan, you see the bedrolls. They're just rotting bedrolls. You're like looking through some of them. They're damp, not very comfortable, but I mean serviceable. You slept in worse conditions.
When you say rotting, do you mean like they've been left there for quite some time, or
they seem to
you
have
guys
been.
have a terrible?
It's
living
more
in
of the conditions of the place. They've been used recently,
Okay.
so they just have very poor hygiene.
That's right. Okay.
One would expect such a thing from a gang called the Rotting Kings.
That's a fair point. I kind of like hiss towards Emrys. What was that? I heard what?
Kyoho was expertly disarming a trap for us.
I don't know if the trap's disarmed, but it has certainly not affected me.
I make my way back.
Could you point it out for us so that we do not fall prey to it?
Certainly. I'll point out the pressure plate I stepped on,
Mhm.
wherever it is around here.
Emrys kind of looks around. Emrys is gonna just kind of have a look over just the area that Kyoho's in, trying to see if there are any other pressure plates.
Roll an investigation, please.
And in the meanwhile, I'm peeking up around the corner, looking further north about that. Let me look right around that area or so,
Okay.
what I can tell.
While I reveal this, Emrys, you do not seem to see any other pressure plates, at least that you recognize.
You see all 0 traps.
All 0 traps, yes. Damir, you do see that the path continues forward, but it also there's another there's a corner leads to the right as well.
Yeah.
There do not appear to be any more traps in this area. Come, Callaghan, let us continue moving forward.
Alright. How about I leave the way this time, just in case there's any more traps. We need you in tip-top shape, alright?
Of course, excellent idea.
Alright.
All right.
And I make like a large tiptoe around the pressure plate, like really stretch my leg out, and then move up, and then just wave my hands around and be like, "This is where it is. Remember?"
No traps are triggered.
Yep,
All 3 of you can continue on to Damir.
And then as an FYI, since I cast Mage Armor earlier, which was an aberration spell, I now have my Arcane Ward up, so...
You technically,
like
right
shimmering.
now, you have three magical barriers around you.
Mage armor, shield of faith, magic ward.
Yes.
Very tanky wizard.
Yes.
Abjuration.
I shall not be harmed.
Truly.
I love this. This is why my all-time favorite wizard was an abjuration wizard, Elwyn Dormond III, and he was awesome to play. Anyway, I have a bias towards abjuration wizards. Sue me. Anyway,
All right.
you may continue down the path in whatever order you think is best.
What should we make marching order?
Yeah, I think I should mention once again. I know only Emery could have heard me, but there was some a cave with some peculiar-looking mushrooms back there. There was some sort of a deep fog or haze of some sort, so I'm not quite sure it's safe to explore. Maybe perhaps something to keep in mind ahead back towards, maybe later.
Yes, I think that might be a good idea. It's possible that is where they are manufacturing the toxic substance they wish to poison.
Or at least harvesting what they are using to make it.
Indeed.
All right. So
In case, by the sounds of it, it sounds hazardous to enter casually, so it might not be best to check that out too early. You heard what affects the.
Well, if they're selling a substance made from it, the mushrooms themselves would probably have a much lesser form of the effect because they would be refining it in order to make it into the drug.
Unless they are diluting
Although
it.
who knows what sort of protections they might have in order to properly harvest it. But
Yes.
Regardless, we should proceed carefully.
right so.
all right. So
We've already run into one trap, as I had expected back earlier, so we should be on the lookout for more.
Yes.
right. As you proceed, I want to know, do you continue forward or do you go to the right? Before that, as you reach that point, as you reach that intersection, first of all, you see to the left, there's another one of those small passages.
Yep.
And up ahead, there's another. And to the right, you actually hear a very loud, come on, come on!
Mm,
Voices.
yes.
That'd be good.
Should we deal with them quickly or attempt to slip past them?
Hmm. If
Damn
there are
it.
more of them ahead, they could call for the reinforcements of those who are back here, and then we would be caught in from both sides.
Yes, however, if we aren't careful enough, then the ones to the right, once we approach, could quickly alert the others as well.
That is fair.
Damn it, back in that cave over there. Did you see anyone else?
No, there wasn't anyone from what I could tell, but like I said, there was a sort of a misty haze of some sort in the cave, and it was in the opposite direction from where I knew you guys were. So I decided not to venture lightly by myself.
To be fair to say, they only left one person there as guard.
Well, it's perhaps if that was his job, was to see if someone was coming in and then just immediately start dumping the contents of the barrel, but I agree, there could be more of that direction, further into the cave, especially if that's where they're harvesting.
And did you see what they put in those barrels?
I did not. I imagine it was just some of that similar to that substance that they're putting in. We could go back and check. I was a little bit preoccupied with trying to rendezvous with the three of you.
I'm thinking if we're going to be taking on anyone, why don't we use what they were going to use on us?
It's an idea.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
We could, at the very least, take the barrels away from the water, so worst case scenario, someone can't quickly dump the contents in. Perhaps somewhere in this, around in this corner here.
It sounds
It would
like
take some time, and if we
Yes.
made any noise, they might be alerted to us, given how
Yes.
close
I think
it
would be
sounds
best
like the others are
quite
down here.
so.
this operation as swift as possible.
Fair point.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to go down. Any noise starts coming out, someone stay behind here, if not a group of you, kind of keep an eye out on things.
Yes.
All right.
Alright, so I'll slip past down here. Again, I'll do the shuffle.
Excuse me.
Sorry. Sorry.
Definitely, I'm definitely like,
Pardon me.
it could have counted as a hug in any other circumstance. but
Mm-hmm,
this one-
yeah. All right.
Uh,
So you head back to. Well, first of all, you go through the passage and you do see the mushrooms, and then you go towards the barrels. And remember, one of them actually the lid was off because the guy was about to throw it.
Ooh. Can I
And
look at that? The one with the open lid?
Yes, you look at that and you see it looks. It doesn't look like any poison. It looks grainy, and then you get a closer look. It seems like sand. It's not even black.
So like can I see if it is sand or anything else is kind of like natural substance?
Okay. Roll
Or
me.
is this like yeah, what?
Roll me just an investigation, just a pure investigation.
Pure investigation. Oof, okay.
I changed my mind. I'm gonna come over here. I'm just gonna kind of be a bit closer, so that way, if
Okay.
he suddenly is yelping out for help, I can run over.
All right.
Maybe
Meanwhile,
help,
Callahan,
maybe
Callahan, you look at it and go, "This might be sand,
this might
but
be
it might be poisonous sand."
Can I get like a little bit of cloth, kind of tie it up and put it in my pocket, like pocket sand?
Sure.
I know. I pocket sand myself.
Yeah. Poison pocket sand.
Okay. Should I add that to the sheet? I'll just put in one.
Just
poison
remember
sand.
that you have. Remember
Okay,
that you
cool.
have it.
Okay, cool. Then when I go back, can I peer into the mushroom room to see if there's anything I can check?
You definitely can. Roll me a perception, because
Oh.
it is lightly illuminated here.
Let's go, boys. +7.
13. Okay.
Oh my god.
You see that this room leads into two smaller rooms. Actually, let me just get the map. There we go. Leads into two smaller rooms, two smaller passages here and here. You see there's an alcove here, and another alcove here that you can't really see very well. But you do see there's this black liquid that is draining from this area down towards the mushrooms.
Mm,
Do I
this
recognize
probably
the
leads up to
mushroom?
here.
Is this like, would I look at this and be like, yeah, it's a drug mushroom? Or do I see this like poisonous? Does it have any sand-like textures to it?
You can roll either medicine or nature.
Oh god, I'm not good at either of those things.
Well,
No, I take it back. I'm good at one of them. Awesome, let's go.
cool.
Oh yeah.
Right. You look at these mushrooms, and
Oh,
you've dealt enough with substances that are not really super legal, made from mushrooms, that you figure, oh yeah, these things might be poisonous, but something is only poison in certain amounts. In other amounts, it might give you a hell of a high.
Okay. I back up. I back it up.
All right.
Back to down here. Yo, man. Barrow's dud. Got a packet of sand. Just grand. Those mushrooms, those are the real deal. You are a man of books, right?
that is true. Yes.
I know from M that some of you book people, you got the mind boy mentality. Do you have any thing to kind of get rid of mushrooms and plants and all them? Anything that maybe I'm not suggesting arson, but arson related
I'm
books.
certain the best I could probably manage was to set things on fire. Yes. Beyond that,
Yeah.
it's
Brilliant. Because the closest thing I've got is a tinder box, and I know you're holding a book. So if you don't have anything, at least that is an option.
I can conjure fire very easily. So, but to a very limited degree, it would take quite a while to try and start a fire in the cave. But it is an option.
Okay. I want you to keep that in mind just in case we need to leg it out of here. Because if we take down their supply nest, they have no reason to stay down here.
Righto.
Alright.
Right. Meanwhile, Emeris and Kyoho, you've been standing there, keeping an eye out. You hear lots of ruckus coming from the passage to the right. You hear maybe 2, 3 voices, loud voices, laughing, and then you hear a wail, a cry, someone crying, and then you hear some banging on metal, and then more laughing.
Kyoho, perhaps you could carefully step forward and try to discern if you can see anything round that corner.
Certainly. I'm gonna try and sneak up, okay?
All right. Roll. Much better than before. Much better than before.
You're improving.
Definitely improving. What you do
Peek
see
around the corner.
as you peek around the corner is a set of stairs leading down.
Hmm. Peek around the corner.
Right. Once you peek around the corner, you see at the bottom of the stairs there's this longish room, and what you do see is a man, large burly man, in front of a I forget. It's not a manhole cover. It's like the manhole cover, but with openings. Great.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Great. Great. Um,
Great.
great. It's great. You see a man in front of a grate, just hitting it with his sword and laughing as you see a hand coming out of the grate, covered in blood. Just and you hear, "Please let me go, man!" And you see him laughing, and you do see two others at the other end of the room, just sitting down and having a conversation and laughing. Let me just reveal it because you can pretty much see it.
Hmm.
This is what you see as at this point, Damir and Callahan, you arrive.
Right. This is the big guy, I assume?
Yes, that is the big guy hitting the grate.
Does he match the description of the leader of the group that we've been told might be here?
You
Okay.
were given no description. You were just said that Sketch is the name of the guy. Sketch is the leader of the Rotten Kings.
Can I spec a little up this way if that's okay?
Yep.
I can get stealthy if you want.
Roll stealth, yes.
Okay.
You have heavy armor, right?
I have scale mail, so I'm at a disadvantage.
Yes.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Clink, clink, clink. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It
Oh my
literally
God,
is
no.
clank, 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 clank. All of you see that Callahan is trying to sneak, but his armor is like scraping against the wall, just.
Emrys is going to point a finger over towards Callaghan before he gets too far away. And Callaghan feels the a familiar voice in his head, just saying as Emrys links to Callaghan using the telepathic speech feature.
Mhm.
Callaghan, do try your best not to alert anyone.
The first rule is always be sneaky. Do what I do, alright? That's how we teach each other. And I keep on making noise.
You are, however, in luck. As you get about here, you hear a lot of voices and a lot of commotion, as if someone is just having a hell of a good time. You hear some singing, and you hear some people shouting in this direction, down these stairs.
Down here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Callaghan is psychically connected to Emrys at the moment, so you can.
Okay, yeah. I kind of relay that back, being like, alright, I think I hear people up ahead. What's happening over your end?
Let me ask, Demir, what is? I mean, he's just going to move up around here. Demir, what is happening around that corner? Could you ask Kyoho?
Kyoho, what is happening around the corner?
Unfortunately,
Just passing it on.
There appear to be 3 ruffians that are having a jolly time. Appears to be teasing someone who is trapped underneath a grate quite aggressively.
They must be affected by the poisonous influence of the strange substance. Perhaps we can... There appear to be other people around the direction Callaghan is headed as well. Perhaps we should decide which direction to deal with first.
Is there... Kyoho, is there any other pathways or hallways coming out from the room you're looking into, or is it isolated? Can you tell?
It is completely isolated from what I can see.
Excellent. That sounds like a great place to start then. Callaghan, return to us and we shall deal with the individuals in the room over here.
Alright, be back there in a few secs.
Okay.
My way back over. Clink, clink, clink.
Yeah. You do arrive, though. That's what matters, I believe. Yeah, but you do arrive. And what do you wish to do then?
Now then, Kyoho, there are 3 individuals in that room, correct?
3 individuals plus the one trapped underneath the grate that they are rudely interacting with.
They seem very distracted, by the way.
Yes.
I believe I may be of use here. I may be able to temporarily incapacitate or cause these individuals to not view us in a negative manner. And then we could simply enter the room without incident.
You thinking of using that spell?
I'm thinking of using that spell.
Alright, guys, look. I think Em has it.
What means then?
Excuse me, Demir. Just gonna squeeze.
Sorry, pardon me.
This is a 10-foot wide corridor. You can fit.
He's a big guy.
Right.
Emrys before they head off.
Emrys
I don't know if this is an attack spell or not, so...
Emrys is going to try and swap places with Kyoho to be...
Okay.
They don't want it though. Thank you.
You can definitely do that.
Okay. So, Emrys is going to... hang on. Okay, so looking into the room... Actually, let me just... Easily.
Actually, I know you were going to do something, but since you do have a surprise round, I'm going to have you all roll for initiative.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because you do have a whole round on them.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
In that case, actually... Oh, no, actually...
Oh no, it went down!
Oh no, mine also went down.
2 very bad initiative rolls.
Oh no, 3.
At least I got the natural one out of the way.
I didn't select my thing.
Don't jinx yourself like that. You could always roll more natural ones.
That's true. Roll20 doesn't have lucky dice or not. It can't put that dice away.
No, it just has unlucky dice.
All right. So, you can, if you want to go after Emrys, you can delay your turn until after Emrys. But your turn is going to stay there for the rest of the fight. Or you can all act within this surprise round, within your turn as you wish. How do you wish to do this?
Well, Emrys is about to basically initiate combat.
Mm-hmm.
So I will actually move over. Are you gonna move in, Emrys?
I do not wish to be detected, so...
Okay.
In case
I'm just trying to get myself a little bit closer.
Emrys is gonna attempt to
Andy?
sneak over to the other side, or Caligan's going to. Never mind.
So sorry, hold on. Yeah, you can go. I'll go here if you want
Yeah.
to go.
Well, before you
Yeah.
move, actually no, just set up your positions and then tell me if you want to go after Emrys, and your turn just goes after Emrys, or if you want to do something else.
I'll be here then, I guess, and after Emrys.
Okay, so you go after Emrys. And Callahan, do you go after Emrys then?
Can I hold a spell?
You
Is
can
that
hold.
a thing?
You can hold a spell. If it's a cantrip, there's no problem. If you hold a spell of first level or higher, and you don't use it, you do lose it the next turn.
Okay. Ooh, that's a big gamble. Can I see what Emrys does first, or like how that plans out before I go?
You can go right after Emrys then. So after Kyoho then.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. After Kyoho, I'll go after Kyoho,
Emrys, what do you do as the surprise round starts?
Okay, so Emrys peers around. Emrys peers around the corner. Just kind of brings their kind of hands up towards their head. The light on their forehead begins glowing slightly more as they begin uttering strange arcane words, and this purple energy is flicking from their fingers. And there's no obvious tell for what happens, but this kind of subtle. The others might feel this subtle pulse in their minds as Emrys casts calm emotions, centered around. It's 20-foot radius, so I'm pretty sure I can get them if I put a point near the top of that. Great.
Yep. You can
So,
affect all of them.
Yep. So they have to make a charisma saving throw, DC
Okay.
13. And just one more thing I want to ask: do these three individuals, do they all look kind of roughly thuggish?
Oh, yes, very much so. They all have clubs on their hips. They all seem to be reveling in the despair and pain of this man inside the crate.
Okay.
Yeah. All right,
Then,
DC 13.
mhm.
So, this is what happens. This guy and this guy are actually not affected. They pass the saving throw. This guy, though, is affected, the one at the top, as he just calms down. Seems
Okay,
to.
so the effect I'm invoking, rather than the calming, is making them indifferent about myself and my companions.
Okay. Okay.
So the indifference ends if the target themselves is attacked, or if they witness any of their friends being harmed.
Okay. Great. Now,
Uh,
I want to point
so-
that. I want to point this out. None of you know the effects of Emra's ability, so I'm gonna say Callahan, you probably know because you mentioned gotta use that spell. I'll allow it because you've worked together before. But well, hey, yeah.
You gotta get that anime kind of phrasing in there.
Yeah. All right, so that's Emrys' turn.
As since I'm still telepathically linked to Caligan,
Mm-hmm.
as like a bonus action, can I just briefly message something to Caligan at the end of
As
my
a free
turn?
action, you can. Yeah.
Actually, Emrys will just say this out loud. The one at the back, do not harm them.
Okay. Kyoho, you just see the spell is cast. There's this white flash of light that around their heads, kinda, but two of them shrug it off, and the other one seems to be just sitting there. What do you do, Kyoho?
Can I harm the others?
Can I respond?
Sure, yeah, if it's quick.
Be quick or subtle about it.
All right. I'm gonna run in and attack.
What's your movement speed?
40. I'm a monk.
Yes, you are a monk. That's right. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. So you charge in, you draw your sword as the guy turns around. What? What's going? And you slice him in the gut. You do hit armor, but you do hit him. These guys have this thick leather armor on. Ugh.
Ooh.
So you cut the armor and you see blood coming out, and he angrily just takes out his weapon. I'm gonna kill you.
All right.
Anything else you wish to
Yeah, I've got me a bonus action that I can put out if I remember correctly.
do? Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
You can basically use a martial arts attack, which is basically an armed attack against him as a bonus action, I believe. Yep, that is a hit. All right. So you slice him and then kick him in the nuts.
All right, cool. And that helps a lot because that activates one of my Kinsei features.
Yes, the
Agile parry.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So, Callahan, what do? You just see Kyoho just suddenly, at blinding speeds, just charge in, slash, as she draws her blade.
Okay. So I want to use my full 30 feet to move over here. And then for my bonus action, I would like to splay my hands out and then kind of mimic grasping something
Mm-hmm.
as hopefully a large baseball bat with barbed wire around it comes out, and I use spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
I like to summon it right near this guy, and I like to just mimic whacking proper home running it right against do my best to whap this fella's jaw.
Okay, I don't have a bat token. I'll find one later, but just
You just use bat the animal for now.
Yeah.
sure. I am tempted to do that.
Or the bat symbol, whatever works best, man.
All right, cool. This.
Oh yeah.
That's me, man. Yeah.
Uh,
so if I could attack this fella.
This fella. Where? Put it here. Put it here. Put it here.
Here, yeah.
Okay.
Just so I can looking at him, just swinging.
All right.
Oh,
so,
do we have flanking rules?
there are no flanking rules, and I don't use flanking rules.
You don't use the optional flanking rules. Just double checking.
Yeah. No, I don't, because when it starts getting to a lot of enemies, you're gonna get screwed, and I don't really enjoy those rules. So this bat, which does not look like this, swings at the guy's head.
Oh,
Definitely a hit.
You
Yes.
hear- this is what I'm talking about.
nice! Finally, these are the rolls that I needed. Okay, so that's
We were saving the good ones for combat,
clearly.
like that 12 and 9 I rolled.
Oh, whoops, that's not the command.
Oh, you deal 1d8 plus your spellcasting. All right.
Oh,
Whack! You hit the guy, and the guy just stumbles. He's covered in blood from his gut, from his head, as he's just wallowing. Like, what the hell is going on? He's still up though.
that would have to be my go. Yeah, that's my bonus action.
That is your bonus action. You
It's
still
the
have an
bonus
action.
to cast spiritual weapon.
It's a yes, and as part of the summoning, you get an attack, so you still have another one.
Oh yeah, cool.
You have an action.
So it swaps. He kind of reaffirms his stance and whack, swaps him again with it.
You cannot use your action to attack again with the bat, but you do have a full action, so you can cast a cantrip. You can cast
Okay.
anything else you wish.
In that case, what I would like to do is toll the guy.
Okay. He rolls a wisdom saving throw. That's a natural 2.
No doubt that 100%.
So
Poor
that's
guy.
a d12.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
So suddenly you see his veins on his neck and face start to be very, very visible. And then they pop. And he starts almost choking on his own blood as he falls to the ground.
Oh, no.
Very spicy. Very
Well, we
spicy.
did it quick.
Yes, yes, you did. Now it is their turn, but since this is a surprise round, they missed their turn. Damir.
Righty then. FYI, I think on the stream it's only showing part of the
Oh, I don't know
part
why
of the
the
room, by the way.
why the stream. I don't know why that happened.
Anyways, so I'm going to, let's see. I guess 10 and then I guess the furthest up I can get is about right here. So
Mm-hmm.
so using my aggression bonus action. Actually what have a better use for my bonus action. You know what, I will do that. I'll do so I will use my bonus action for only for aggressive. I'll move a little bit further up just so I'm out of Maurice's way. I'll move about right
All right, so you get pumped up as you
here.
start moving even more towards the enemy.
Yeah. And then just like all Onis who are aggressive and running towards their opponent, I'm going to cast a spell.
Yes,
And
quite.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at this one right here.
All right. So a ball of fire forms in your hand and just shoots. Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh, crit. Nice.
Crit. Nice.
Dope.
I think it should
Uh,
calculate crit automatically. Like,
Yeah.
click on where it says Firebolt on
Yep.
the side
I just okay.
in the chat. There we go.
All right, so 10 points of damage on that critical hit. The guy just gets pelted in the chest with this explosion of fire, trying to put it out as he panics. Very nice, Damir. Emrys.
Now that'll be my turn.
Emrys?
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you say. So the one at the back, is it paying attention at all? Because we just kind of hurt two of his friends.
He is coming out of his stupor. So you know that he is going to be slow moving on his turn, but yeah, he is coming out of his indifference.
Okay. So Emrys is going to first, let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and just to there. And Emrys is going to 1 second. So once again, Emrys reaches into their cloak, pulls out this kind of jagged red crystal similar to the one on their head, and begins muttering arcane chantings as this kind of purple energy starts swirling around the crystal. By the power of the one who empowers me, your mind shall be shattered. And this one that's not under Imri's effect, I am casting Mind Sliver.
Okay. Mind Sliver, that would be an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, just give me a second, because when I try to click on it, it's asking me what level I want to cast it at.
That would be a cantrip. Oh, you're level 3, so just normal. Just like that. All right. So let's see. Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, saving throw.
Ooh, he actually passes the saving throw, so he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah.
Quite a
Just kind
smart
of-
thug.
Purple swirls appear around his head, but it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Everybody's just kind of clicks their tongue. Strong-willed for a thug, but that shall not let them last. And that's my turn.
Especially not with Kyoho, who is next.
Vroom. This guy's already been hurt some,
Yep.
so I'm going to focus on him first. Sword attack.
Go on, attack him if you dare. You dare. Alright, so that's 10 damage. You slice him and kick him, and he stumbles. I'm gonna tear you apart, you big bitch! Go ahead.
Alright, I'd like to go 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that's not how you count. It's 5, 10, 15, 20. Up
Yes.
to about here. Actually, if I can go near to where my bat is, just kind of like where it's wobbling.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to use Toll the Dead on this gentleman here. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
He is already very damaged, so that'll do extra damage.
Yep, so 1d12.
That's wisdom save. Yeah, that's wisdom save.
If he the DC is 14.
The DC is 13.
Oh wait, he passes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh dear.
This is a mentally strong thug.
This is who we should have recruited. In that case, I would like to send my bat flying towards him, and I'd like to kind of like have my hands ready as if I was like stabbing him in the gut with the baseball bat.
Okay.
You know, that sort of like motion.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Never fail. Okay. Let's roll 1d8 plus 3. Oh.
All right.
Beautiful.
You
Delightful.
just you. This is what happens. You hit him so hard, his head actually pops like a balloon.
Oh, could I make it? I don't know if I can call this after it, but can I make it kind of like non-lethal? To kind of
Oh
just
yes,
knock-
you can.
Okay,
You can.
okay.
You can. So you knock, just hit in the back of the head, and he just stumbles almost towards Kyoho, but Kyoho just steps aside and just falls down face first.
Okay, perfect stuff.
All right.
And is the other guy? Is he like this gentleman here? Is he also dead, or is he kind of like?
Oh no, he's dead. He's
Wow.
very dead.
He's dead. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Mugged to death.
Magic. The bet you can do non-lethal, but most magical spells are just plain lethal.
I kind of figured with the necrotic,
Yes.
the whole necromancy
Yes.
thing to it.
Yes.
I wouldn't be able to use spare the dying on him by any chance, would I? Or is it too late for that? Or
It's
like
too. Oh, for that guy, it's too late. Too late.
Be too late for him? That's totally fine. I'm totally cool with that. Yeah, grand. As long as
Alright.
it's kind of like okay, yeah.
It is this enemy's turn, and he seems to shrug off the effects of Emers's magic, and he looks towards his fallen friends, looks at Kyoho, just angrily swings his mace at Kyoho.
Good thing I hit somebody with my sword this turn.
What's your AC now?
It is currently a 16.
That's a hit.
Oh.
He deals 5 points of damage, and does a second attack, which is a miss.
Oh
You
man,
parry it with the hilt of your sword. So he hits you on the shoulder and does some damage, but you're a tough Oni lady.
yeah.
Damir, you just see this guy starting to wake up.
It's okay. I was the only one of us who hadn't taken damage yet. It was only a matter of time.
Aha.
Yeah.
See?
So is there? Let's see. If I went Like, could I get a if I went over to like give or take here, so be able to still get like a clear line of
Yeah,
attack on the guy in the back?
Anywhere,
Alright,
anywhere you are, you can get
Yeah.
yeah. From there, you
There's
can.
no penalties for firing into melee in this version.
There is a penalty that I put, where if you are in front of him, the guy does get some cover.
That's right, I remember that.
So
but not from, I guess. Like, would I be able to? Because this was like 25 movement. Would I be able to like maybe right here or something like that and get like a clear shot without affecting
you
Geo?
should be good. You should be good.
All right, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna fire off another firebolt.
Another more fire summons from your hand, and it just streaks across the floor and hits the wall.
And I don't have anything better to do with my bonus action, so I'm good.
All right, Emeris.
Mm-hmm. So, first Emrys is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to around here. I can see the guy. Can I see the guy from here? Where's the?
Yes, you can easily see that guy. Kyoho's a bit in front of you, but
Okay.
you can see the guy.
So, Emrys is going to. So Emrys points a finger towards the thug, and the thug hears this voice in his mind as I use my telepathic speech feature again to speak to the thug. And they hear, "I would advise you to stand down. You saw what happened to your companions. You would not want the same to happen to you."
All right, roll me an intimidation.
I'm good at that.
Okay. The guy, what? And he's like starts swinging around. What the hell? Wait, what? Very confused and very, very nervous. But let's see what happens on his turn. Kyoho.
All right, which one did you just spook? This one?
The one that's the only one that's conscious.
Yeah, the one to the right of you is knocked out.
Okay. Well, he seems distracted.
Yeah.
I didn't say out loud what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he seems very confused.
Yep. All right, I'm going to attack him then.
Okay.
Because he just seems like he's acting weird.
Yeah.
So. Oh no, I miss.
Unfortunately, you do miss.
But I can still. Do I still make the
Yes.
unarmed strike? Yeah, it's.
You don't need to hit. You just need to attack to be able to use your bonus action. That is yes.
I remember a 12 hitting earlier.
Actually, no. The 12 missed. It was the fireball.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
he's just flailing about, so he happens to perfectly dodge everything.
Yeah, just matrixing the all that. Okay, Callahan.
Okay. So he's just been getting this guy's just been getting slapped around, yeah.
He hasn't taken a single blow. He's just confused and swinging around.
Okay. All right. Main action, regular action. Toll the dead.
Mm-hmm.
Point my finger out at him as if I'm about to like call for a home run.
All right.
I've never seen baseball, so I'm kind of hoping
He
that's what
rolls
they
a
do.
natural 20.
Oh,
my god!
These
thugs.
What a beast!
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
As well as we are.
but you do move your back.
Maybe we're the
Yeah,
thugs.
I move my back.
They're the main characters.
Yeah, clearly we're the villains here.
Yeah.
All right, I go for another Yakuza infused swing.
Oh!
Clearly, you're the heroes here.
Alrighty.
The power of
Um,
the spiky metal bat.
So how are we doing critical hits?
Just roll the dice twice. So
Okay,
your
perfect.
D8, roll it twice, plus then add your wisdom modifier.
So I can just do roll 2d8.
Yes,
Roll
plus
6.
your wisdom modifier.
Oh, would I be adding my wisdom modifier twice, or that?
No,
No,
that's
no,
only
no. It's just once. It's
Okay,
the
perfect.
only thing
Only
that
the
doubles is the dice.
Dope. 9 down.
9.
Ooh,
So
3,
you
3, 3. Let's
you
go.
whack him in the head, and he's just seeing this magical bat hit him, and his friends are dead, and someone's speaking into his mind, and he just panics, drops the club, and gets on his knees. And, don't kill me! Don't kill me! They were the assholes. They're the assholes, not me. I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this. Congratulations.
We did it, guys.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Yeah.
I kind of look down at the guy who I killed. And can I kind of just like close his eyelids if they're open?
Yes.
And I can only imagine with like Toll the Dead, it's gonna be kind of gruesome.
Oh, his
Yeah.
face is contorted and
So we're out of initiative.
yes, you're out of initiative.
All right, I'm gonna take a look at this grate because there's a dude that they were messing
Yeah,
with down
yeah.
there.
You do see there is a naked, small halfling man who is curled up, covered in bites and scratches, with several rats around him. Please, please.
I'm gonna lift the grate.
Okay, so you pull the grate up, and it's heavy, but you do manage to slide it to the side. And
It's heavy, but I have better carrying capacity as an Oni.
yes, that's why you managed to do what you do. So you do lift it up and slide it to the side.
All right.
Keeping an eye on the guy who just surrendered.
Yeah, so in the
Kind
meantime,
of waving my finger at him like a finger wag.
The bat
Step
is still
forward.
like wiggling.
up towards here, and
Right.
without moving, Emrys without moving their lips, the thug will hear once again a voice in their mind. An excellent choice. Now, tell us what is happening here.
The hell are you people?
That is not for you to know.
Infinite Monkey Tails, thank you for the follow. He turns to you and goes, but we were just punishing the traitor. We were just having a laugh.
I see.
Just while I still have my bat up for the next like, I think it's like 40 seconds. Is there any rope around that I can use to like bind the two?
No, but you do have rope in your backpack.
I don't think I do. I picked the priest back.
Oh.
I have so much incense. If anyone wants to like get rid of bad vibes, and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
their-
yeah.
with their mercuries, I'm all for it. But
I have rope in my pack.
There we go.
Can I borrow some rope, please?
Yes.
I will trade you some candles if you like.
We can discuss that later.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my.
Want to help get this guy out of the pit?
Yeah. You can just reach your arm in, and he grabs it desperately as you pull him up. He's a halfling. He's not really that heavy.
Yeah.
Just pull him up like nothing, and he's thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just take some of the rope off of Kyo and just start. Can I like try and like bind them together so that they won't like.
Easy enough to
leave?
do. Easy enough to
Yeah.
do. You just tie them up together. The one that's conscious just grumbles as you do that,
Yeah, class. Okay.
and your bat. Poof.
Goodbye, Bat. You served me well.
It may be unpleasant, but you have at least allowed your life to be spared. Now tell us what is happening here. Not right here, in this den. What are you doing?
This is one of our hideouts. The boss having a party, and that idiot is a traitor, and the boss said we should punish him. Let the rats feed on him.
I see. And your boss, and what you produce here at this den, it is a drug of sorts, correct?
Yeah.
And
Some good
is it?
stuff.
I see. And is it true that you have plans to dump this in the water if your plan should be interrupted?
He seems to panic as he. That was the boss's plan. That wasn't my plan. That was the boss's plan.
Yes, I understand that. And the water, would that be where the bridge is? Would that be the only place to dump the drug, or are there others?
We only have the barrels by the pool, but
I see.
the boss has more in other places.
You have been very helpful. I shall spare you.
Thank you.
However,
Yeah.
I would advise that you do not make any noise. If you were to become a liability to us, I cannot promise what would happen to you.
No, ma'am.
I'll be honest with you. We can knock you out now if you think it'll make your lives any easier.
That is true.
I'll.
What did this traitor you were punishing do?
Oh, he looks at how try to steal from the boss's cash.
Hmm.
I did not. Well, I was just borrowing it for a moment. I was gonna give it back.
Your boss, you mean Sketch, yeah?
Yeah. You don't want you don't want to mess with Sketch.
Why's that?
He got all weird recently. Got all furry and nasty.
Very nasty.
He's very nasty.
Hmm.
Your boss, is he here now?
Yeah. He's having a drink with the lads.
I see. Could you describe him to us?
Big, furry, face like a rat, mean.
It sounds like you might have been afflicted by some sort of otherworldly and perhaps poisonous influence.
How much of that mushroom
Yeah.
shit you guys be taking?
Boss, don't let us take too much, but he does take it a lot, real lot.
You said your boss is downstairs. Is there any other way other than the stairwell to get down to where they are? Where we won't be noticed?
Well, there's the stairs and there's the small passageways, but I don't think y'all can fit because that fucker's big. He points to the Amir.
Yes, duly noted.
He's not big. He's beefy, all right.
What can you tell us?
Important thing.
What can you tell us about that room with the mushrooms, as well as the contents of the barrels you were set to put into the water?
Well, I don't know much about the drug. I know it's that apothecary guy, Gessel, I think. Ever since the boss kidnapped him, he's been making the drugs
Say.
using the mushrooms.
Were the mushrooms always there?
I don't know. When I joined, the boss already had the mushrooms.
Can I ask the halfling the same question?
Uh,
That's okay.
Yeah, you guys are gonna take me out of here, right?
Depends very squarely on your answer.
Right.
I'm a man of faith.
Right. The boss has had the mushrooms for a while now. He only after he kidnapped that Gassel guy has he been making the drugs. But until then, he's just been munching on the on the mushrooms. I think it's that black thing that keeps oozing out of the maiden statue.
Mm.
The what statue?
There's a maiden statue as a woman in a cloak. It's leaking out some black thing into the mushrooms. Boss has been eating those things every day, like candy.
When I was looking through the cavern, or the mushroom cave part, did I see a statue?
I didn't see a statue. It was further away, and because of the purple mist, it was difficult to see. You did see
Yeah.
some black liquid on the floor.
Yeah, I remember the black.
It's probably back past here, because that's where the liquid's coming from.
Yeah, probably farther than my vision. All right, that's grand. Yeah. Would I? Does this ring any religious bells? Black ooze, maiden.
Roll a religion check.
Yeah, I was going to ask if the statue description itself, like if there was anything familiar regarding that.
Dami, you
For
can
my
roll a
studies.
history because you're a learned bastard.
Nice. Oh, nice. I know just about enough religion to spell it.
Nothing seems to be coming to mind to neither of you.
I see. Okay.
Well,
This Skessel fellow that was kidnapped. Can you tell us more about him? What does he look like? Is he willing to help make these drugs, or is he being forced against his will?
Boss beats him every single day.
So, what does he look like? Is he another human, a halfling?
Yeah, he's a human, skinny fella.
do you know how many people, other than yourself and the two individuals you were frolicking with here, are in the room with your boss?
I don't know my numbers real good, but I don't know. And he opens a hand, showing 5 fingers. Probably this much.
I see.
Hmm.
Well then, I believe then we should likely attempt to deal with this as soon as possible. I don't know what that black liquid has done to this boss of theirs, but it sounds like it has made him more corrupted and dangerous.
Indeed.
Quite so.
Well then,
I won't try nothing. He's a nasty fucker.
I wouldn't worry about us. We're quite capable of dealing with nasty fuckers ourselves.
You say so, ma'am.
So, Emrys just kind of steps away over here, kind of like carefully moving around
Yeah.
the bodies.
You do see a lot of rats just running just pass under the grates.
Can I kind of pat them down and take any weapons they might use to escape the ropes
All right.
before leaving?
You actually pat him down, and he did have a dagger hidden.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It wasn't super well hidden, but he did have a dagger there.
Okay, so I take that for myself there, and
I think we should just knock him out to be on the safe side.
I'm gonna stay quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing.
don't worry.
Just think of it this way: if you're knocked out, then if your boss finds you, then you have plausible deniability of ever.
Completely
surrendering
believe that
to
you're
us.
going to be quiet.
Plausible
Full
denial.
deniability.
What?
Just think that this is in your best interest as well.
Okay.
Right. Who wants to do the whacking?
So I just clock him on the chin.
Yeah, he just easy enough. He's tied up. We just.
Alright.
Now then, We
And
should.
as far as this halfling is concerned,
What did you say your name was again?
Nikolai.
He's naked, is he?
Yeah, he's naked.
Oh God.
There's no problem
do I
having
see-
his tiny halfling swaying, flailing about.
Do I see any like trousers I can put on him? Maybe a blanket.
Take the shirt off one of the unconscious dudes and put it on him.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll take it off the dead guy, and I
yeah.
give like a small. Can I make a small prayer that he be judged fairly?
You
if he acts
totally
well?
can. You totally can.
As I take his shirt off of him.
Yeah, and the halfling it now has a dress.
Yeah. Just a big nightie.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. You, Cairo. He just mentioned that there was another way to get down there without causing a bit of distraction.
Yes, but it would be a way that would not be quite fitting for the larger our party.
I'm going to presume it has to do with those cracks we've been seeing in the walls.
Yeah,
How's about
the
we
boss,
make a deal?
the Nikolai. Yeah, the boss usually has me moving around them.
How's about if you go down, make a big distraction in a place where only you can escape. When they start following you out, we'll be there to take them out, and you can make a run for freedom. Does that sound fair?
You talking to Nikolai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. It's kind of like, will he make a distraction so we can properly sneak up on them?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
sure we'd be able to necessarily
He's
trust
pretty
him
hurt
anyways.
and probably not in the best of mental states. I don't blame him.
Yeah. What he said. What she said.
It might be unwise anyway. If they're alerted, then they will immediately be ready for something. Especially if they notice that their captive has escaped. I'm sure that
Yeah.
might warn them that something is up. So perhaps it would be best if we simply sneak up as best we can and attempt a surprise attack as we did here.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. Can I go on? Can I go the opposite way of the fighting?
No. But there is a reason why. And can I kind of like gesture for everyone to kind of like huddle up away from Nikolai for just 2
Okay.
seconds? I was like, I'll be back in 2 secs.
Okay.
Oh, you
Just
kind of huddling up over here or something.
yeah, you gather up in the corner, and Nikolai just looks at you. Then you see him look at the thugs, and he just starts slapping them.
slapping them. Okay,
Yeah, just.
cool. Alright, so kind of like getting close. I'm like, alright, guys. I really don't. I can't make heads or tails of this guy. Don't know if I like him. Don't know if I hate him. However, if we let him go now, we can't get the boat back if he decides to leave.
I think the main problem is that if for some reason he still feels any sort of loyalty towards his boss, then he could poison the well himself.
He could
Not
be stuck.
necessarily even that, but he can go through the passages if he thinks that he could perhaps get back in his boss's good favor by warning him of our arrival, then that would be most treacherous for us.
I
I'm
believe
gonna
it would
look at
be best.
Nikolai and just give him like a little bit of a smile. Can I make like an insight check to kind of like catch the vibe? Does he seem like a snake?
Okay. As you look towards Nikolai, you see him pick up one of the clubs that was fallen down and just start bashing one of the unconscious guys in the head.
I look back at everyone else, be like, I don't think he's that loyal. I don't feel like he's stalking us right now. However, I don't feel too good about him in general.
Perhaps we could knock him out, but not leave him tied up. And that way, when he comes
Hey,
to,
I mean,
he's
I'm,
free to
I'm
go.
not saying put him back in the hole. I'm just saying.
No, of course not.
And he's
That would be
going
such a-
towards
You know,
the other
use
unconscious
that
thug.
water. Kyoho, you seem
Yes?
you seem scrawny. Do you think that you could maybe well, punch his lights out real quick? You may have just seen me huddle everyone up together and might not be feeling too great about me right now.
He is having the time of his life, just killing these thugs with the mace.
I don't think he'd be an issue.
You don't think so?
Die!
I'm not a fan of loose ends like this. Especially wild cards. And truth be told, he is looking crazy as hell in that little nighty gown that I gave him. I regret the choice. I almost preferred him not wearing anything now. This is just some weird naked dude wearing a big t-shirt.
It is super red by now, by the way.
I trust Callaghan's judgment. I believe that perhaps leaving him to do as he wishes may not be wise.
He is now
We should
peeing on
either
them.
incapacitate him or tie him up.
Okay, he's peeing on them?
Yes.
Okay, I'm like, look, yo, I'm sorry about this. I'm like, hey, buddy. Turn around and I like slap the lights out of him.
Yeah, the guy's had literally like 1 HP. You just slap him, he just falls down like a ragdoll.
Non-lethal, boop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
non-lethal. Like, I'm not trying to kill him.
I
I'm just
know. You just
slap him before,
Gently
like,
pick
we
him
go
up,
everywhere.
shove him into the tied up pile.
Yeah,
Yep.
can I put him, like, I don't know, like, upside down or something so he's less of a threat?
Sure.
He's two little legs sticking up or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect, yeah. He's now in a, like, a thug sandwich.
Yes.
Excellent work as always.
Alright.
Thanks, Em. I don't know if I feel good about this, but that was the play. Yeah, there's no one in the other hole now.
It's perhaps in his best interest.
I think it is. Honestly,
And
I
ours
think
as well. Even if he was a traitor, he was still a part of this perhaps not very up and proper gang.
I feel like we did the world a favor.
Yes. Now, we should move quickly.
Fair enough.
We should move quickly before they start to notice what might have happened to their comrade.
Right then.
I believe our best bet would be to attempt what we did just now, sneaking up on them, and at the same time, we will launch an attack. We know the direction they are. We know that there can't be too many of them. And we know that there are none of them by the barrel, which is where they will poison the water supply. So if we're going to deal with them, we should do it as soon as possible.
I agree with him.
I think that's a fair assessment of the situation.
Okay. Do we want to rush up or what are we doing? Or should I go?
Emery's gonna begin moving this way. Emery's not trying to be sneaky because they do not believe anyone is around her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and wait up! Oh, damn
At
it!
least up till about here, and then Emery's will begin being sneaky.
Wild Lemons, thank you for the follow. I do want to ask you. Ask you guys one thing. So we have 10 minutes. 10 minutes to hit the 3-hour mark.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys in terms of continuing for about an hour? Or do you prefer to just end it here and then we pick it up here in the next session?
I think I'm good wrapping up here and continuing it next session.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Not so much because I was tired and didn't know if I could play today, because I'm still doing good, but more because it's almost dinner time for me. I gotta go get dinner on, all that stuff, so now's a good time to wrap up.
All right, because I'm only asking this because if you are going to fight, that's going to take at least 15 to 30 minutes, because you know how fights go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're
just
fine waiting
these
till next
three
week.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, this
I-
is good for a session.
I figure we could probably, move up to this doorway at least and peek inside or something.
Yeah, we could start with either looking at the enemies or at the fight.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we have 10 minutes, we might as well use it.
Yep. So you start sneaking up. Actually, first of all, who is actually sneaking? That is an important question.
I'll go
Well,
for-
Emrys is trying to snake.
Oh, God.
Round of combat, so our luck went bad again.
Hey, highest stealth, boys.
All right.
Chainmail or scale mail's a myth.
We're feeling mighty confident with ourselves right now.
I mean, the monk rolling the worst stealths in so far is just perfect. Just perfect. Right.
It's our boots. They're just, they're bouncing. They're making so much.
Yes.
Boing.
Exactly.
The power of booba.
Mhm.
Right. Thanks for sticking around, Arnold.
Oh my god, thanks, Anna.
Yeah.
Right. Here's the thing. As you sneak around, again, you are lucky that there is a party going. Parties
Yes.
usually get super loud, and as you peek in, this is what you see.
Oh dear.
You see 5 guys sitting on the tables, laughing, banging their mugs, and then you see a curved humanoid figure, slightly smaller, almost halfling in size, very furry, with a long snout-like face, looking very much like a humanoid rat, with no tail though, but long claws as he's laughing towards another one with such features, but bigger than a human, about the size of, actually slightly smaller than Damir, but also covered in patchy, disgusting looking fur, almost like stuck together in parts from just the filth, covered in armor, pieces of armor, and some spikes that seem to come out of his shoulders and elbows. And he is eating this leg from some kind of animal, just ripping it raw from the bone. Next to him, he has this embellished crossbow sitting next to him, and he's just he's just speaking loudly in weird guttural voice. It is common, but you don't think anyone in that room understands half of what he's saying, but they are still laughing and trying to sound like they understand. This is what you see. But as you see this and you get ready with your weapons, this is where we're going to end the session then.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was a lot of fun.
Great.
That was great.
Cool.
That was some good crack.
I love this group. It seems to have a lot of potential.
Oh my! I love everyone's characters.
Yeah.
It's fun
Yeah.
being the only melee fighter.
Yeah. Hey, well, technically, Callahan has a bat.
Oh yeah! Don't fuck with Callan's bat.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
okay.
I don't know. Demir
Okay,
might be the
Demir.
tankiest individual out of us all.
What's your armor class?
With the major armor, it'll be right now. It's 15, and then Shield can take it up another 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
shield's nice.
He does not have Shield of Faith anymore because it's been well over 10 minutes, but
Right.
still, he is a tanky because he also has the
And then I have
magical.
the Arcane Ward, which will just absorb most of the damage, so before I even
Yeah.
start taking any missiles.
He technically has 32 HP with the Arcane Ward. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
NG Pops, thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you everyone for sticking around. I am going to shout out the other streamers in this wonderful session once again. Sev,
Yeah.
yay, and
That's my boy.
I am not going to try to pronounce this again.
No, no, you should try.
Circastrophe.
That's it,
Circastrophe,
man.
yes.
That's it. That's as close as it'll get.
Check out my friends. They are, as you've seen during this stream, quite awesome individuals. They deserve a follow as well. And once the others decide to either, start streaming or something, I'll link to them and whatnot. But either way, thank you so much, guys, for sticking around. I am going to just find someone real quick to give a raid to. See who's online, and to my players, you guys were wonderful. And next time
Thank
we're gonna
you.
continue all of this mess.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
fun.
I'm also going to go ahead and give another shout out. We all RP on this One Piece forum.
Yes. One Piece RP. Check it out. It is, if you like One Piece, if you like written role playing, it is super cool. It has some tight rules, right, Dusk? And
Like 100%.
It's like D&D, but One Piece.
yes,
Except not.
except not, but it does have
Yeah.
narrators, which are basically DMs, right? I am going to raise this fantastic artist that I really love her art, Shubsans. So stick around for the raid. Just give her a hi and a follow if you like her, and stay tuned for next week. Hopefully, we'll continue on with this story and hopefully have a battle that people don't die.
Hopefully my sleep schedule will be completely back in order by then.
Yes, hopefully it will. Now, guys, thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you for my players, and see you tomorrow. Next week, whatever.
Thanks, Ran.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ran.
Hey.
Thanks. Bye.
Voice, because right now I can't tell cross-eyed.
All right.